Being immortal, unkillable, unstoppable, it's hard work. Especially when you have to wear an outfit like this. But I'll never stop, no I won't, because I owe it to all of you. To craft the most perfect set known to Monster Hunter that will make you a god!
Fine, seriously, I'm just gonna leave then. Well, what's even the point of you going to hunt if you're not even killable? It's not even a fair fight at that point. Stupid mortal sets coming in here, really. I'm so cold, powerful Chameleos, it doesn't matter anymore.
Oh yes, that was Risen Chameleos spending 3 minutes unable to kill me while I was AFK. The natural healing of this set is greater than deadly poison. It's just awesome. Welcome then, ladies and gentlemen, one and all, back to Immortality Round 3. The build that makes it impossible to cart, that guarantees your victory, and yet still does it in not just a timely manner. If we drop into a Gormagala Afflicted hunt real quick. This Afflicted Gormagala only took 15 minutes, which obviously, you know, it's not like speedrun territory, but that's not exactly slow, considering I had to use exactly 0 potions or stop attacking him constantly the entire time, which brings me to part 2. Most importantly, it is fun. It is fun to just shrug off every single attack the monster does, ignore it, not care, and never stop beating it up. Never stop attacking, and never surrender. It really is marvelous, and Title Update 2, unlike 1, has actually massively improved the build, both defensively and offensively, and funensively, because we get to use and incorporate 2 new key skills that both synergize great with what we're doing here. Those being Embolden by Violet Mizutsune, which kind of sounds like a perfume. Embolden by Violet Mizutsune. Smell like gasoline. Anyway, Embolden, Violet Mizutsune, which obviously gives you a little bit of defense, and then starts having you ignore monster bullshit when it is targeting you. That's neat. We also get to bake in a bit of Intrepid heart. You build up the bar, and then the next attack that would knock you away simply doesn't, and also deals massively reduced damage, which just really speaks to what we're trying to achieve with the Immortal set. Now, the sad thing is we can only get 1 rank of it. We're kind of running into the problem where there is too many unique monster skills that help us out here compared to the amount of armor slots we have. We only have 5, but there's so much goodness to choose from. We require Kushala Blessing level 3. Healing while already at full health is imperative. It's core. It's the pillar of immortality. So we kinda have to build around that. Fortunately, the second thing we need is to use the highest efficiency, highest defense armor, which tends to be new update monsters. In this case, then, we get to use the Violet Chest with its awesome slottage and its Embolden. We get to use the Flaming Espinas legs with, again, its decent stats and slots, and then get that 1 rank of Intrepid heart, and then we get to use the Kushala gloves and waist to still get that blessing while incorporating the new monsters and their excellent skills. Furious Rajang as the helmet still caps us off with, again, very good slottage for this, very useful razor sharp, and that extra defense for being an orange scroll, which you want to be unless your weapon simply needs to swap for this to function, which puts us in a lovely situation of having Furious Helmet, Violet Chest, Kushala gloves and waist, and Flaming Espinas legs. I am using a talisman that's a 3-2-1 with recovery speed and Spiritbird's Call. You just want whatever talisman gives you the most skills that this set cares about. You probably have better than I do here, honestly, because they're quite easy to roll skills because the game doesn't consider them valuable. The game is wrong. So, once that is all decorated up, I mean, behold and bear witness to beauty in action. Full defense boost, full agitator from the Kushala combo, which is definitely a nice damage bump here. We've got that recovery up and speed, we've got the divine blessing, Blessing, we've got that required Kushala Blessing, a little bit of Defiance left over, the required Stun Resist if you are playing a weapon with hyper armor attacks to help you tank through everything, and then those couple smattering skills. We've got a bit of offensiveness in Weakness Exploit, we've got a bit of attack, bit of crit eye, that Furious, but of course, importantly too, that Embolden, that Intrepid Heart, and of course, Furious. This is great, and it is an absolutely ridiculous amount of skills in one build that comes together to, well, I mean, you're seeing the Afflicted Gormagala. I found Afflicted Gormagala probably the hardest of the Afflicted 6 monsters, and this is making him look absolutely pathetic, and I am here for it. So curious crafting, of course, then comes into play, and again, you're just looking for whatever lets you get more skills on top of what we have here. Either offensively, so you kill even faster while never dying, or, if you're like me, take the defensiveness even further. Add in the ability to get heroics, for example, finish, defiance. This is what my fully curio crafted set is currently looking like. We have got that finish defiance, which is really, really nice, and then a smattering of extra skills to go along with that to really make it pop. Of course, see what you roll and adjust accordingly, and at this point you can use the curio crafting to get quite an offensive backbone while still maintaining the required immortality. And if you want to know, the real pillars of immortality is Kushala Blessing, Defense Boost, Divine Blessing, and Recovery Up and Speed. That are the star 5 that you spring off to, well, your liking. And, well, to your liking, I hope this is. All of this said, then, we get left with nearly 900 defense just passively, which is absolutely fantastic without Furious, without Embolden, without a Mega Armor Skin and all some such. That is very, very nice to see. We also, of course, need to care about Dango just a little bit, as there is some great options for what we're doing. Super Recovery in your level 4 slot, so you are permanently ticking up health. On top of Gourmet Fish, which you want to farm and use during this, you are permanently gaining health from Super Recovery. You are painfully gaining health. Painfully gaining. Oh god, I'm so healthy! My health is going up! God, help me! I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. You are permanently gaining health from Gourmet Fish, Kushala Blessing, and Super Recovery, and while in red health, you've got Recovery Speed, making that go up 4 times quicker. That is 4 separate things powering you to victory in the most literal sense. It's so wonderful, especially when you get Blood Blight on top of it. My word. Oh, we also want, of course, Defender, and then we want extra red health when we take damage, because that's the health that recovers the quickest. They really are the best 3. The Palicos come into it. You want 2 healing Palicos to support you with this exact loadout that generally results in the best results, and that is all good. While just spamming attacks against the monster, you'll accidentally hit the healing bubble, the herbaceous healing, the healing clover bat. You don't need to go out your way to get them, just keep stabbing the monster, and eventually you'll kind of passively splat them and become even harder to kill. So yeah, that is kind of it. This beautiful blend of skills and armor, now enhanced with Title Update 2, especially with the Greatsword with both Adamant Slash and Rage Slash, giving you even more damage reduction and the ability to still deal damage while tanking attacks. Of course, you can use this on every weapon and adjust accordingly with playstyle and what you think it needs to pop, but this is really it. I honestly feel like we might reach the point in the future where even Kushala Blessing is power creeped out because there's just that many more good options that we can actually get by without that constant heal ticking, but we will see on that front. All I know is that Immortal has never been more supported by the armor sets in a Monster Hunter game, and I am absolutely adoring it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this then, and until we meet again, drink it all in, and go forth and become that which is unkillable, my friends. Like if you indeed have had a good time, subscribe and hit the bell for more Sunbreaky goodness, and until we meet again, consider supporting the future of this channel on Patreon down below. Oh god. Goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.